you, Josh. Don't mind us. Just coming through.
Just coming through in a $160,000 car that's more expensive than most houses are.
It's wild. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's the car saying?
Car is lowering suspension.
Nice. If you can't tell by the fancy lowering suspension automatically and the loud noises coming from behind us, we are in a very fast and expensive car today.
We are in a McLaren 570S.
Very, very excited. I have never been in a McLaren.
Neither have I. This is my first time I've ever even set foot in a McLaren. It's the first time I've ever sat down in one or been in one or touched one. It gets obscene amounts of attention. Like, everybody thinks you're a celebrity.
And from what I've seen so far, it's all positive.
It's all positive.
When we were in the Ferrari, one guy was doing this.
Yeah, there were just people that think that assume
I'm just reviewing it, man.
There's people that assume you're a douche.
Yeah.
I guess driving a Ferrari, and I think a Lambo is kind of the same way. People just think you're a tool.
Yeah.
Kind of driving one, but a McLaren maybe is different.
It might be a little bit different.
I don't know. Yeah, okay, that was just a test.
That was a little. I felt it was ready to really take off there.
You could hear the turbos.
Yeah, it was spooling
up, and then okay, that's gonna be fun.
I'm excited. Welcome to the show.
Oh my god.
You feel yourself, it's very linear. You're pulling more and more into the back of your seat. You're not thrown back, which I really like.
It doesn't really it's not violent. It doesn't just hurl you like the Teslas do.
Yeah.
Like the Model S P100D that we did, that acceleration just goes boom and just throws you back and
which is cool in its own way.
Yeah.
But I think I prefer this.
It's a very different type of acceleration.
Yeah.
It just is it's gradual, but it never stops.
Yeah.
It just keeps pulling and pulling and pulling, and it's the same amount of pull the entire way.
I really, really like that. This is one of the prettiest. This is the prettiest car we've had on the show.
The prettiest
car.
Really?
I think hands down.
I don't know.
What is prettier than this?
The Ferrari 488.
False.
I think so.
You're wrong and I hate you. This car is just so aggressive and striking.
Yeah.
It's got vents in all the right places. It's got nice carbon fiber bits. It's not ugly red.
It does have all that, but the Ferrari's just pretty.
No. I mean, the Ferrari's not a bad looking car.
This is aggressive, but the Ferrari is like an art piece. I think it's like a sculpture.
I would have said that 8 years ago, I think. I think that car looks dated now, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. I think this looks much more modern. It's sleeker. Like you said earlier, this feels like a spaceship. It looks like a spaceship.
It
and
does.
a Ferrari just looks like a Ferrari.
That's what I was going to say. This is like a spaceship. The Ferrari is like a art piece, like a masterpiece, I think. It's like a Raphael painting.
If you put this next to a Ferrari in a parking lot, I think more people would come up to this.
Yeah, and they'd all be lame.
So the vents on the doors, massive. They're huge. Also, there's a gap between the body and the outside of the door,
which is cool. You can stick your hand through it,
all the way through it. Yeah,
that's fun.
That is fun. The exhaust is interesting. It's round and friendly looking.
Round and friendly.
Yeah, it's not squared off. It's very rounded. Dual exhaust.
Also, the headlights and the back tail lights.
Yeah,
both of them.
As opposed to the front tail lights.
Yeah. Whatever. Shut up. They are shaped in swoopies.
Yeah, the McLaren swoopy.
The McLaren swoop.
The engine compartment back behind us is completely open.
It's totally see-through. It just has a mesh cage over it, so you can see your really cool twin-turbo V8 570 horsepower engine.
So that's why they named it the 570.
And it's 570 metric horsepower, so it's actually 563 American horsepower.
Where do they put the U in horsepower in Britain? Is it HOURSE?
I don't know.
I assume they spell it like that.
British people,
stop putting U's in words.
This weighs just a little over 3,000 pounds. It weighs 1,700 kilograms, I believe. It's 1,700 kilograms, a little over 3,000 pounds.
Beware the cop.
Where is the cop?
He's up there ahead of us in this lane.
Yeah, I see him.
Got my cop eyes on.
We never speed, so I mean...
No, I mean, they have no reason to pull us over.
We never have any reason to be pulled over.
But this is the type of car that they would pull you over.
Yeah. You have 570 metric horsepower in a twin-turbo V8. It's fast. This goes 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds.
I knew that because of Tyler, the Creator song.
That's right.
Onward. Holy sh**. Ah! That is so fast!
Oh my god.
You think it's gonna stop, and then it doesn't.
And then it just doesn't.
It just keeps pulling. So we were in third that whole time, I believe.
That whole time.
That's a
it
nice
got almost
third.
up to the 8,000 RPM red line.
Wow.
8,000 RPM red line on a V8.
I love that.
That's insane. Brand new, the 570S is, I believe it's around $220,000. However, the 570S came out in 2016.
Yeah.
And there are models of this on Auto Trader and Car Gurus for as low as $130,000.
Wow, so they've lost almost $100,000.
They've lost almost $100,000 in value, some of them. Yes. So these things are depreciating like bricks. They're just tanking. They have tanked. I don't know when they're going to bottom out. Maybe they have bottomed out already.
Yeah.
Maybe they still have a ways to go. I don't know. But at the point that it is right now, for $130,000,
I mean,
that's Nissan GTR territory.
Yeah, I mean, new Nissan GTR.
Yeah, of course, new Nissan GTR territory. But still, would you get a brand new Nissan GTR or a used McLaren 570S?
I'd probably get the McLaren.
I think,
not having driven the GTR, I would get the McLaren, I think. But we'll see if that is the case, because the Ferrari I really disliked because of some of its supercar quirks.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to get the sense that this is going to do some of the same stuff. We live in Texas. Today it's like 85 degrees outside, so pretty warm.
It's warm.
I'm boiling in here.
I'm too. I'm sweating so much. The AC is not super ideal. And funny enough, okay, so the track spec versions of these, like the LT models, you can actually delete the air conditioning in the cars to save weight.
I mean, yeah, good for a track day, but man, if you're gonna buy this car and live in Texas, you gotta have the air conditioning.
Or just anywhere in the South. Probably the worst infotainment in any car I've ever driven.
Yeah, this is trash. This is trash.
It's awful. It's like worse than even like a $30,000 Prius.
Oh yeah,
$20,000 Corolla.
So
like, it's worse.
When we turned this thing on, I was jamming the air up button because it was so hot.
Yeah.
And it wasn't doing anything. And then I don't know, a minute later, the air conditioning knob starts going up. I'm like, wow, I pressed that a minute ago.
Yeah, it's laggy. It's really just it's just really, really poor. It doesn't have a glove box.
It is absurd how little storage you get in this thing.
It's so comical, the amount of storage. Okay, so just for reference, you have no glove box, okay? You have this tiny little net right here to, like, I guess, do something with. I assume these are cup holders, but those would fit no American-sized cups.
And they would fall right over.
Oh, I think maybe this is a cup holder here. You have like a little bit of storage, but like you couldn't fit American cups in any of these.
No way, and they would all fall over.
They'd all fall over. So like maybe in Europe where they have smaller cups, you know, it works. But not in the U.S. You can't do that. You can't get your big gulp and put them in anywhere. Which is
not a practical car.
You do have a little shelf, and it literally has a sign back there that says "Don't put luggage there."
But it doesn't say "Don't put people there." So this is technically a 3-seater.
So you have the tiniest little compartment in the back where you can push a button on the door.
It is laughable.
That pops it up, and it's just
like, why would they even put that there?
You can access the washer fluid and stuff, and some of the engine fluid. I think you can access from there.
That makes more sense.
You can use a screwdriver to unscrew the engine compartment and take it off and look at your engine if you want to see it more. But you do need, it's a process.
Yeah.
You do need to unscrew it, which we're not going to do that either.
No.
And there is another button where you can access the frunk, which is actually quite deep.
Yeah.
And you could probably fit like, I don't know, a couple backpacks in there.
That's useful. I mean, this is not a road trip car, so you're not going to you're not going to need to haul much.
All right, what do you think of the visibility?
It's a little butts.
It's not super good.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
I've been in supercars that are worse, like the Lotus Evora.
Yeah.
For example, definitely has worse visibility than this does.
I would say so too, yes.
One thing I will say about the paddle shifters, though, that I don't like is they are attached to the wheel and not the steering column.
They are. Which means they go around with the wheel, so your hands are going to be in weird positions.
I don't like, because in Ferraris and in Lamborghinis, they are on the steering column.
Yep.
Like the Ferrari we drove, it was on the steering column, so you turn the wheel and the paddles were still in place.
That would be my first knock.
Easily. That is a knock that I have against this, because I don't like that.
Yeah.
What else to talk about?
Okay, one thing to get out of the way, gas mileage.
I have no idea. Who cares? I don't even know what it is. I didn't even look it up.
It's 16 and 23. No one cares, but
just so you know.
Just so you know.
It's 16 and 23.
All right. Big brain time. Would you get this or a Lamborghini Urus?
This. Definitely this over an Urus.
Yeah.
What do you think? Because I know you were like such a fan.
I love the Urus because it's just practical enough where you can be like,
it's just like,
I'll take it.
Okay, so the Urus is pretty much as fast as this, which is kind of crazy. This 0 to 60 2.9 seconds. Urus is like 3.3.
Yeah.
So like not that much different. But the Urus, you can fit like 4 people.
That's the thing.
It.
I want to go out and have fun with my friends or my dogs. You know.
Yeah, you can throw your dog and your friends.
Yeah.
And you get still the engine noise as well as all the crazy interior
and
stuff.
And people are more prone to like laugh at it because it's absurd versus this with like, ugh, that guy.
And it's about the same price, brand new, as this.
Yeah.
Also, the Urus is like $220,000 brand new. You can get, again, like there are multiple examples of this right now on Auto Trader for $130,000, $140,000, $150,000.
Yeah. That price, that's more enticing. Still a lot of money.
Still a lot of money, and I think it's still depreciating.
Yeah.
I think eventually this is going to be a big, big bargain of a car. Like, I think eventually this is going to get into the low hundreds.
Absolutely. Because I think this car will always be pretty. Like, this will always be considered a good-looking car.
Yeah.
So even if you were to buy this, if it drops to like 90,000, 80,000, you could keep this in your garage for 15 years and people will be like, wow, that's still a nice-looking car.
I agree with that a lot. I still think the Ferrari is overall a better car than this, though. I think the Ferrari 488 is better than the 570.
If you gave me the money to buy a Ferrari,
yeah, that's the thing.
I would buy this and then a bunch of other stuff.
You can buy this for so much less.
Yeah, and have, to me, just as much fun.
Yeah.
Probably more, because I didn't have that much fun in the Ferrari, honestly, and I know that's blasphemy.
That's like totally just mind-blowing to me, honestly.
The Ferrari is obviously not a bad car. It's objectively a great car. But this one, for me, checks more boxes.
What do you guys think? Am I right, or is JT right?
Am I right, or is Joe wrong?
Spoiler, I'm right.
No. You shall see. I will be vindicated in the comments just like last time.
No.
Just like last time.
Let's just dive into it. So, what do you think the performance score should be on this?
Oh man, this thing is killer.
This is it's called the baby McLaren.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the 720S.
Yeah.
There's the Senna, and there's the P1. There's the stuff that definitely performs better than this. So I don't think a 10 is reasonable.
No, I would agree with that. But I think, going to give it a 9.
I was going to give it a 9 also. It just deserves a 9.
It's stellar.
Practicality. It's a joke. You don't even have a glove box in this, and the cup holders, like you can't fit cups in them.
No, it's ludicrous.
You can fit one single junior cheeseburger. Maybe. And I think you'd have to squish it a little bit too. I'm giving it a 2.
2.
It's bad.
I'm gonna give this a 3.
3
because it does have air conditioning. Technically has a place to put my phone.
I guess. Okay.
I'll give it a 3. It's bad. It's real bad practicality.
I'm still sticking with my 2.
Yeah.
It's just bad. Okay, value. This is tricky. It's very tricky because brand new, I almost want to say that this is not a great value brand new.
Yeah.
Because of how quickly it depreciates. And the reason why it depreciates so quickly is because McLaren, it's just weird. McLaren just keeps coming out with like more and more powerful models that aren't much more expensive than this.
Yeah, at the depreciated value, I think it's a solid buy.
I think for $130,000, I think this is an exceptional value.
Yeah.
For what you get compared to a Nissan GTR.
Yeah.
Because this is just cooler than a GTR. There's no question. Still expensive. $130,000 is still a lot of money. I'm going to give it, this doesn't sound that good, but I'm going to give it a 6.
Honestly, I'd probably agree with that.
A 6?
Yeah. Put me down for a 6.
It's down for a 6? All right, cool factor. Undeniable.
Yep.
Totally undeniable. This is one of the baddest, coolest cars we've ever driven.
I'm struggling to think of anything at any price point that's cooler than this.
I don't think we've ever driven a car that's as cool as this. I think I'm going to give it a 9 on cool factor.
I'm going to give it a 9.5.
9.5.
This is one of the coolest cars in existence.
Dang. It is one of the coolest cars that exists. There are cooler cars. They're super rare.
Yeah.
But they do exist.
But they do exist.
They do exist. Quality. The quality is a mixed bag. Because I think part of it, like the interior quality itself, like the materials used, the stitching is good.
Yeah.
The infotainment is bad.
Real bad. But that's not what you buy this for.
It's laggy and it's glitchy. The AC is good when it works.
When it works. This interior to me feels higher end than the Ferrari 488.
I think it's about the same as the Ferrari.
It's like a little bit less Spartan. 7.5.
That's way high, I think.
I'm taking everything into consideration, the quality of the interior, the engine.
I'm taking into consideration also the comfort and how comfortable this is.
That's fair. I haven't complained about this being uncomfortable, and that's a big thing to me in a supercar.
That's true. Okay, I don't know. I think I'm going to give it a 6.
That's fair.
Fun factor, which is just undeniable. This is one of the most fun cars I've ever driven.
Yeah, I agree. There's always that worry in the back of your mind, I'm going to wreck this expensive car.
But it drives so easily that I'm surprisingly confident driving this car.
Yes.
Like, I'm not that freaked out about it.
I'm going to give it a 9.
9 on fun factor. I was thinking the same thing. I think it deserves that 9. And our average score is a 42.5.
Yeah.
Which is among the highest of any cars we've ever done.
That's a good high score. All right, gang. Well, thank you for watching. If this is your first time stopping by, we hope you enjoyed the episode. I think it's a pretty good one.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Tell Joe he's wrong in the comments.
Tell JT that he's always wrong and he's never right about anything ever in life.
Ouch.
I'm just kidding.
We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
See ya. Bye.
There's one thing I know. It's cars. You know who else knows a lot about cars? CuriosityStream. CuriosityStream is the world's first streaming service for people who actually like to learn stuff. They have thousands of documentaries and nonfiction titles from some of the world's best filmmakers. If you like our show, you'll love their speed category. It's got a ton of content on cars and other things that go fast. We've recently partnered with CuriosityStream to help build Nebula, our new streaming service. Nebula is a streaming video platform built by and for independent creators. Because we all appreciate how supportive our fans are, CuriosityStream is offering a free Nebula subscription with every purchase of a year-long CuriosityStream membership. With this bundle, you get the best of both worlds. CuriosityStream is home to high production value documentaries and nonfiction work, whereas Nebula is a place for educational YouTubers to try new things and experiment with different formats, things the YouTube algorithm would punish us for. CuriosityStream loves independent creators and wants to help us grow our platform, so they're offering Grand Theft Auto fans free access to Nebula when you sign up at curiositystream.com/GTA. When you sign up for CuriosityStream, you get instant access to thousands of nonfiction titles, and you'll get to watch a bunch of new episodes from Grand Theft Auto months before they hit YouTube, plus lots of other great Nebula originals. By signing up for CuriosityStream, you'll be helping not only GTA, but the entire educational community, as we work together to build a place where we can create exciting new content that just wouldn't be possible on YouTube. Give it a try by signing up using the link below. We promise you'll love it.